Rainer slapped Mary hard several times. Mary was somewhat confused, still thinking this was Rainer's little flirtatious trick. Rainer told Mary, "Now you hit me back." But not only did Mary's several attempts get quickly dodged by Rainer, she was also toyed with by Rainer like he was teasing a dog. Now with the ringing in her ears, Mary finally felt a hint of fear, but Rainer always knew how to soothe this woman who lacked love. He immediately pretended to comfort her, once again using sweet words to drag Mary into the web he had woven. However, his schemes went far beyond this. He also used Mary's money to improve her working environment, and when Mary was working, he would do household chores within his ability, becoming friends with her clients, as if he had gradually gotten used to everything he now possessed. But even so, his restless nature still made him climb over the dangerous rooftop to brazenly flirt with Mary's neighbor, and to get Sweet Orange to enter the trade as well. He spared no expense using Mary's money to buy her a car, instantly making Sweet Orange, who had already fallen for him, willing, finally being placed by Rainer in the name of love, on the same high stool that Mary had once sat on. But this wasn't the result Sweet Orange wanted. So the next day, Sweet Orange confessed, "I don't want to be a prostitute." However, Rainer, who knew this would happen, didn't care at all. Instead, he pretended to be deeply moved, hoping Sweet Orange wouldn't ruin her life because of him, and wouldn't do things she didn't want to do for his sake, instantly making Sweet Orange, who was afraid of losing Rainer, fall back into his sweet words, constantly begging Rainer to give her another chance. And Rainer also demanded that Sweet Orange turn over $2,000 each time before leaving this place. But despite this, when Sweet Orange actually faced a John, she still felt deep regret, and couldn't help but burst into tears. Sweet Orange begged the man, said she would return all the money to him, but who knew, the man actually pulled out his police badge, mercilessly arresting Sweet Orange, Rainer and the others, and brought them back to the police station. But this also angered Rainer. Then the next second, seeing Rainer get knocked down by the police, Mary immediately rushed to protect him out of concern, but the result was another hard slap. Even Rainer, who had been silent on the side, didn't escape, instantly making Sweet Orange nearby unable to help but run over too. This also made Mary realize the unusual relationship between the two, especially after hearing Sweet Orange's testimony. She finally learned that Rainer had already betrayed her long ago, instantly leaving her, who deeply loved Rainer, heartbroken.